So we're talking solving quadratic equations. Determine the zeros for the function. Finding the zeros means solving the equation. Those two phrases mean the same thing. So we're going to solve using quadratic formula. Our original equation that we're given is 2x squared minus 2x equals 24. Now to start solving any quadratic equation, you need to start by setting the equation equal to 0. And in this case, I'm going to do that by moving the 24 to the left-hand side by subtracting it off. 2x squared minus 2x minus 24 equals 0 is our equation that we're going to work with to solve. Notice that it is set equal to 0. Our next step is to identify our a, b, and c values to plug into quadratic formula, which I've written down here. A is always the number in front of x squared, which in this case is 2. B is always the number in front of x, which in this case is negative 2. And c is a number that stands by itself, which in this case is negative 24. I have written these on the left-hand side. So a is 2, b is negative 2, c is negative 24. Now on the next slide, we need to watch what happens with our negative b value, or opposite b here, because our original b value is negative 2. So to solve, I'm plugging right here into quadratic formula. So remember, I said to watch what happens. This 2 became a positive because actually, since it said opposite b and our b value was negative, it had to become a positive. So I have 2 plus or minus the square root of b squared, which was negative 2, so negative 2 squared, minus 4 times a, which was 2, times c, which was negative 24, all over 2 times a, which was 2. So all I've done is plug in a, b, and c into my quadratic formula. That's my first step. My second step is to simplify what is underneath the square root, what's called the discriminant underneath the square root. When I do that, I get 196, just when I do that negative 2 squared minus 4 times 2 times negative 24. From here, I need to simplify the square root. The square root of 196 is perfect. It's a perfect square. When I do that, I get 14. So I have 2 plus or minus 14 over 4 as I'm going into my final steps of solving my equation. So again, simplify underneath the discriminant, or underneath the square root, which is the discriminant, which gives me 196. Take the square root there to get 14. Next, I'm going to break it into two parts. As you notice, I kept saying plus or minus. We have to account for both answers. So we're going to have one that's an addition and one that's a subtraction. I'm going to do the addition first. So 2 plus 14 divided by 4. I'm going to do the numerator first, so 2 plus 14 is going to give me 16, and the 4 on the bottom stays the same. Then it's a simple division, so I have 16 divided by 4, which gives me 4 as one of my answers. My second part that I'm going to do is the subtraction, so I do 2 minus 14. Again, do the numerator first. So 2 minus 14 gives me negative 12, and it's still divided by 4. Negative 12 divided by 4 is going to give me negative 3. So my answers are 4 and negative 3. Again, final answers, 4 and negative 3. Now comes the question. All right, graphing is a way to check your answer. So my question is, how do you know based on this graph that my algebra, that my math work in solving the equation was correct? And again, remember, my answers were positive 4 and negative 3. I want to know how in this graph you can tell that those answers are correct.